Hey y'all.
Hello, hello. I am the light of the Leo. Here's my brother, Mr. JoJo Speaks himself, and he made me watch this new show. We have gone to a new series since we're done with the last one, which I'm okay with. Uh, with the ups and downs, but now we are on Netflix's Elite. Believe it or not, it's another school drama.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise! Surprise, surprise! Okay.
Yes. When I saw the meme that she stole that from Dionne Warwick, I was like, no wonder. It makes
And
perfect
it sounds like
perfect
Dionne Warwick.
sense. It sounds like a Dionne Warwick song. Yes.
Anywho, but a lot of people done Dionne Warwick. The bulk of Luther Vandross. A lot of his stuff is Dionne Warwick.
Aretha Franklin, Dionne
Child,
Warwick.
do
Okay.
people need to start the process of putting respect on her name. I'm happy
Okay.
that she is on the Twitters, aka X,
Right.
and she
Staking
gets
her claim.
so she
Okay.
can speak her mind because
Okay. Because y'all acting like y'all forgot about Dionne when she was that girl.
that's the problem. None of us know. She's so far outside of our generation. What are we doing? Netflix Elite.
Season
we
one.
Season 1,
Because
episode
episode one, yes, because there are 7 seasons. Hopefully,
7.
yes.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, being that there's 7 seasons, how in the whole entire world are they still in high school in the 7th season?
I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe the cast might have changed. That's the only thing that I can guess. Or they might be splitting up the seasons into semesters. So 2 seasons might be the equivalent
A
of one
year.
year. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
But
what I'm
even
thinking.
still, okay, anyway, let's do it.
Cool beans. So we start out with Mr. Samuel, our main character. He is being interrogated by this policewoman. There has been a crime that has happened. She asked him a couple of questions. You're new to the school? Yes, he is new to the school. Um, it looks like his school that he was attending actually collapsed. He was in a school that had actually collapsed. So we
Hmm.
see Sammy. He walks into this room where a pool is. This seems to be the crime scene. There are a lot of police officers around. There's a lot of sirens going on. There's a lot of lights flashing. What are your first thoughts when you initially get into this episode? We're running into chaos automatically. What are you thinking?
Oh no. Oh, here we go. I'm sure it was some kind of horrible drama that brought us to this space. But I just said let's do it for the love of my brother. Let me watch.
Yes. So this construction company who was found at fault for the school collapsing, they awarded 3 scholarships to 3 different students that allows them to go to this new school. And for whatever reason, I don't know what the name of the school is, and I don't really remember them saying the name of the school.
Me neither, cause
So
all I remember is just this private hoity-toity school, and nobody's really saying the name.
yes. We didn't see the 3 new kids. It's Sammy, a girl named Nadia who is Muslim. She has on a hijab, and also Sammy's friend Christian. I don't think
Oh
Nadia knows
Lord,
Christian. It doesn't seem like she knows Christian,
not
but
like that.
not like that. But Sammy does know who Christian is, and so they're coming to this new school. Nadia catches the eye of this trophy, this eagle trophy that is sitting inside of a case, and she's wondering, wonder what this is all about. They
It's not an
also,
eagle.
what is it?
It's like a statue of a person, right, with wings, but the head cut off.
Oh, okay. See, I never actually got a good look at the actual trophy itself. Thank you so much for that influence. And also, they go into the pool, and we find out that Nadia is a swimmer. So that's
Hmm.
awesome to know. And she seems to be admiring the pool. And they also see this young man named Guzman. He's actually a swimmer as well. They see him getting out of the pool or whatever. And then we have Christian. Christian is our bombastic
He's
person
just
who's got all the personality in the world and wants to share it
personality,
with
honey.
everyone in the room. And so Christian introduces himself into the class. They go into this class. It seems to be a French class because the teacher is speaking French to everyone in the class. No warning whatsoever. We just gonna speak French right out the gate.
That's what we're gonna do.
So the teacher, he introduces the new students. Christian, he says the few French words that he's
Okay,
familiar
au
with.
revoir. I mean,
Okay.
bonjour. Okay,
Bonjour. Okay,
okay,
yes.
croissant. Okay,
So Christian's
creme
being
brulee.
creme brulee, yes.
Oh, I'm
Christian is
sorry. And you
being
got to go with the last one that all the African Americans know. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Okay.
c'est soi.
C'est soi. Okay. I
So
know
Christian
French.
is just being his normal self, and then we get Nadia's introduction. Nadia seems to be very fluent in French. She speaks
Incredibly.
her things. She does what she does. The teacher lets her know that there is a sort of tournament going on amongst the students, and the winner of the tournament is the one who has the highest grades, and the highest grades gets that trophy that Nadia was kind of pining over a little bit earlier before. So what are
Mhm.
you thinking that this is setting up, especially since we're also seeing the bullies, Guzman, as well as his girlfriend Lou, who seems to be the main two bullies in this school, and Lou has also established herself as the best in the class with the highest grades. So, what do you think this is setting up for these people?
I'm over it already. It's like people just need to learn how to live and let live. And what I noticed that ain't nobody else care about them being up at the school but them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even looking at them twice. So yeah, it's just it's weird to me that some people would care so much, but then again, that's high schoolers. They ain't got nothing else to care about. That's their whole ecosystem. So I guess they're gonna fill away when other people invade.
Yes, absolutely. So we're walking outside of the school. Sammy's walking outside, and Guzman's sister walks up behind him. She's a beautiful redhead. She's really, really nice, and she's she wants to give him a try. And then Guzman walks up behind them, wraps his arm around both Sammy and his sister, and he's telling Sammy to stay away from his sister, and we don't want your kind around here. The typical bully stuff that we would typically see. And so
Hmm.
then we get Nadia. Nadia is called into the principal's office, and the principal is telling Nadia that her hijab is considered an accessory. Go ahead, Jennifer.
It bothered my whole shundo. They kept on calling it a headscarf.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I know I'm not Muslim or anything, but I have respect.
Hmm.
Okay? And if somebody tries to correct you, tell her it's a hijab, that's exactly what it is. And that's how you should be referring to it because it's called respect. Okay? And why can't people be nervous at least a little bit that they God about to strike them down for the disrespect that they giving to them?
They don't care because they don't believe in them,
It's
so they
it's
have
so
no fear
disrespectful.
whatsoever.
So you want people to respect what you got going on. You can't just look at other people and what they got going on as if it's second tier, as if it's low class, as if it doesn't matter.
But that again, that gives you the energy that the school is giving. That gives you the vibe that they're
Trash,
giving.
yes.
Trash. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Garbage.
And so the
That's
principal
French.
gives yes. So the principal gives her options. I mean, you can wear it if you want to. That just means you're going to be expelled from the school. So the choice is yours. And so at this moment,
It's so disgusting.
it is very disgusting. What do you think is at this moment? What are you thinking Nadia's decision is going to be?
To be honest, uh, I didn't know what she was gonna do because the way that they're doing, and she's just breaking into it. For all we
Hmm.
know, she can worm her way into people's hearts, and they say, "Okay, you can have it on," or maybe she could educate people, which is not her place to be doing, unfortunately.
Right.
But looks like the best thing for her to just comply.
Absolutely. So then we get the kids in this little general area where all the students are kind of congregating and hanging out. We got the three new kids and they're talking. And Christian is saying, "Man, we got to get in with the good folks. We got to get in with the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? We got to get in good with these people at this school, man." And Christian is the one to do it. Okay,
You're
so he
right.
walks over to the bullies. He walks over to the cool kids quote. He gives them his Instagram, and so so he's like, go ahead and check it out, ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know you like what you see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Guzman is over here hating as usual. You know
Per
what I'm saying?
use.
He
Mm.
he don't want to see Christian. He doesn't want to see a man who can steal his spotlight. I guess whatever the case might be. But anyway, so uh, Christian wants to go to this party that Guzman's sister is having. I'll get to Guzman's sister's name later. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I know I got it in these notes. Okay, and so he wants to go to this party, but of course they don't want him to go to the party. And then we get a scene of Christian also being interrogated. So he's being seen as a
Oh, and
possible
the party is for the sister. It's the sister's
for
party.
Guzman's sister. Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And we also see Christian being interrogated as well. So he's being seen as a possible subject in this thing. So do you have an idea of what the crime might be? Do you think you know
I
what
mean
the
the
crime
crime.
is? Yeah, the crime that they're being interrogated
Oh,
about.
child. I know somebody went to glory, and that's about as far as I go. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
So then Sammy comes home from school. He walks in, and his mother gives him a strange looking look. Like she looks like she might be worried a little bit. Then he looks over into the living room and he sees his big brother, Nano, has come home. He's
Child.
fresh out of jail, y'all.
The
He's got
hoose
one of those,
cow.
one of those hair, out the who's cow. He's got one of those haircuts that Cash and his crew was wearing back in Heartbreak High. That kind of a mullet looking thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got one of those haircuts. I guess that's supposed to be
child.
a badass haircut looking. I don't know, whatever the case might be. But anyways, so he's home. He's home from the Hooskow. Sammy doesn't seem to be too excited to see his brother. His brother is obviously bad news, and so we'll get into that a little bit later. And so let's see. Raina has asked if she likes to dress for her party. So her name starts with an M. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Marina.
Marina, yes. So Marina is asked by her mother if she likes the dress that her mother has picked out for her to wear to her party. And Marina's not here for it. She doesn't really care really about this party. This party really has nothing to do with her, to be honest.
Uh,
It's more for her father. Her
it's a
father,
moment.
okay, yes, her father wants publicity. Her father wants to be seen. And so he's using his daughter as a prop, basically. So
Yeah.
anyway, she's not too excited about this party that's going to be going on. And so we're back at school. Christian is in the shower and he comes out of the shower and he finds that his clothes are missing. So what does he do? Christian,
Well, only Christian would do.
only what
Y'all ain't
Christian,
y'all ain't about to get me.
okay,
Okay.
y'all not going to
Mm.
embarrass
That's
me,
what you're not
okay?
gonna do. I can't be embarrassed.
Okay, so he walks out into the hallway, butt booty naked, covering his
Okay.
genitals, of course. And he's asking for his clothes. Anybody
Where
see
my
my
clothes
clothes?
at?
Where my clothes
Where my
at? Oh,
clothes at?
okay, where my clothes at? So he finds his clothes, and he brags. You wish you had this butt. Okay,
Hey.
you wish you had all these
Okay,
curves,
get
honey.
your look.
Okay, okay, I'm serving body.
Okay.
Okay, on all
Yeah.
you hoes. Then
Child.
we see Nadia. She walks into another locker room and she hears some relations going on in the background. And she walks a little bit further into the showers.
Oh.
And lo and behold, she sees Guzman and his girl Lou getting it on. And Lou notices Nadia looking, and they are caught having the sexual relations in the shower. Jennifer?
Mm. Okay. So, are you gonna mention what they talked about afterwards, or how they reacted after they realized they were caught?
Go ahead and tell them how they reacted.
Yo, I was very surprised that they reacted the way they did. They reacted in a way where, oh wait, we have stuff to lose, and her knowing this information is not going to look good for us. I love that she had something to hold against them.
She's
Love
worried.
that.
She is
Love
worried.
that.
Yes. So then we get introduced to a new character whose name is Ander. Ander is a nice looking boy. And he's asking Christian for the hookup on some green. He was like some marijuana.
Because Christian dropped some out his coat.
Yes. Christian dropped some out of his coat in the locker room
I mean,
while they were in the
toto.
locker room. And so Anders like, oh, well, you got the hookup. I got the money. I got the green, honey. So I need the
Holler if you
green.
hear me.
Okay.
Okay, give me the good stuff.
Yes, and so Ander is introduced to this green man. That's what I call him the green man. That's what Amy Winehouse calls her weed dealer in her song. So that's why I like to call
Gotcha.
a
Green
weed man
man.
a green man. But anyways, woo! Don't get me to singing addicted, child. Anyway, so Ander is introduced to this drug dealer, this marijuana dealer, and he gets his green. So the transaction goes off without a hitch, and so Ander teaches
Did you
himself
see
how.
who it was? Who the
Yes,
dude
it
was?
is Nadia's brother.
Child.
It
Go
is
ahead.
Nadia's brother. Yes, and for some reason
I was
I can't
like,
remember.
eh.
And why did you have that reaction? Because you didn't know it was her brother when he was introduced, right?
Yeah, I did. Because earlier in the show, he it's something happened to where it was show it was his brother. Because I knew when he came up them stairs to give the green, I said, "Oh, hey, Nutty's brother."
Okay, okay, cool beans.
Something
And
happened.
so Ander teaches himself how to roll a blunt on YouTube. He teaches himself how to do that, and he goes ahead and hits it. I'm assuming the fact that he was teaching himself how to roll. I'm assuming that this might have been his first time, but
Oh yeah,
I
or
I
I
don't
think it's his
know.
first time doing it for himself because he's
Maybe,
found a supplier, and I
yeah.
think Nadia's brother's name Omar, right? Omar.
I'm not sure. I can't.
Okay, so it's
I actually
Omar.
can't remember. Okay, all
I'm
right,
looking at
cool.
names.
And Ander is also taking selfies of himself, shirtless pictures of himself, to put on to this dating or hookup app that he's.
Yes, and I saw immediately it had the two thingies, the male signs there. I said, "Oh, he want to get
Ye-
himself a man."
Yes, he is one of the girls, honey. He is one of the girls. Um, So Nano and Sammy, Nano wants to take Sammy out. He wants to go out and do some fun stuff. And so they get on to Nano's. I guess it was a moped, and I guess I don't think it was an actual motorcycle. And they drive to this
No, it was a
person.
motorcycle. It
It
was
was
a
a
motorcycle.
motorcycle. Okay.
Hmm.
And so they're going to vandalize a developer's house. I'm not sure if you knew what they meant by developer when he said developer, but that's what they need to do. They need to go to this developer's house and vandalize it. So Nano
Well, I
goes to,
eventually realized.
right, exactly. So Nano goes to spray painting outside of this person's house. They almost get caught. There's a car that actually drives by close to them. Sammy gets Nano's attention and he gets them to run away. And so there's the end of that. And so Nadia is asked about the trophy during the interrogation, and she's told that the trophy was actually used as the murder weapon. So we're seeing that the three new kids seem to be the only suspects to this particular crime at this time. Do you think that it's weird that they haven't talked to any of the existing students as of yet, or you're not thinking about that at this time?
I promise you, I'm not thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about it at all. When you said that, I was like, "Oh, you do have a point there."
Yes. So then we get Guzman. Guzman approaches Nadia, and he apologizes to her about her catching both him
Mm.
and his girl Lulu in the showers. And he's like, "Oh, well, if you don't tell anybody, I'll invite you to my sister's good party, and you can be with the upper echelon. You can be with the cool kids. You can party with us." But Nadia declines. No,
As she should. I'm so
I
happy she
will
did
not.
it, and the way she did it, I love it, all of it. Because you
Yes,
thought you had me.
you thought you had me, okay? When the devil thought he had me, okay? Jesus came and grabbed me.
That's it. People don't understand.
They don't. They really don't. So Christian seems to be interested in this girl named Carla, and she's dating a young
Yes.
man named Polo. Carla is one of the well, all of these kids are rich in the school, so I can't say she's one of
Yeah.
the rich kids. All the
Well,
kids
not
are
all
rich.
of them. The bulk of them
Well,
are.
yeah, the bulk of them are rich because we find out a little bit later that Anders is not actually rich. We find out why Anders in the school as well a little bit
Mm-hmm.
later. But Christian is interested in Carla. She's wearing this fur, this light blue fur coat that I really enjoy looking
The
at.
fashions they weren't exactly top tier, but
They
there were some
weren't,
good moments.
but that's mainly because they were wearing uniforms for the majority of the
Well,
episode.
I'm talking about the fashions from that party.
Okay, yeah, they really weren't
He
all
didn't
that.
give me life, but I can say the best person that I thought that was dressed on there was Carla. I thought she
Carla
looked
got
the
the
best.
fashions down.
Yes.
Yes. And so Christian is told by, I believe it was, I think it was Ander. Ander was telling Christian that, well, they're together, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
able to
yeah,
break
yeah.
them up, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. So Nadia gets invited to the party again by Guzman's sister. What's her name again?
Marina.
Marina. Um, and um, and Marina tells her, "You can wear your head scarf or your headscarf." And Nadia corrects her again. It's a hijab. And
And you know what? I'm
mhm.
just thinking about it. She was the only person that she corrected. And I believe it's because there was a sense of respect coming from her. It's like
And
I
she
guess if you can respect me, you can learn.
and she knew Marina was going to oblige. She knew Marina
Mhm.
was going to respect her and call a thing, whatever that thing is.
And it's
And
a hijab.
hijab. And Marina, encourages Nadia to give them a chance. She said, "We're all not like my brother because Guzman is the
Top tier
resident a
trash.
hole in the school." So Nadia doesn't seem like she necessarily agrees or disagrees to go, but it seems like she does actually want to go. And then we find out that the only reason that Ander is at the school is because his mother is the principal of the school. So we
Yep.
find out that little bit is here right there. And so we then find out that what is Nadia's brother's name again?
Not it, Omar.
Omar. So we then find out that this is where I put in my notes that we find out that Omar is Nadia's brother, and so he asked Sammy to go with Nadia to the party with her. He says that his father wants to make sure that there's no drinking, no drugging, no all that good stuff at this party. He wants to make sure it's good, clean fun. We'll see how that goes. So we get to the party, and Guzman sees these four people walking up to the party. It's Christian, Nadia,
Um,
Sammy, and Ander. Ander's walking into the party with them, and
mhm.
Guzman is disgusted. He's over it. He can't believe that these no good scumbags or these
Scoundrels.
scoundrels, these how dare they come
Mm.
into my house, okay? So Carla calls Christian hot after Lou asked him if he got dressed in the dark. Lou is just a hating AB, okay? She's
Just
not
all the way
gonna have,
around.
okay?
She wished she looked like Carla. That's what she
Oh,
wish.
that's because Carla got it. Okay. Carla's that girl, clearly. Carla is who Lou wishes she was.
She
Okay.
got it.
And Carla ain't even got to brag about it because she's just that girl.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Hey.
Guzman's father approaches Sammy and tells him that he saw them on his surveillance camera, saw him and his brother vandalizing his
I knew
property.
it. I knew it. I said they're getting caught.
Right. Yeah. So he saw him vandalizing his property and says, well, I can, get your brother back in jail. You know what I'm saying? He knows about his brother's criminal history, obviously. And so, there's
But
that.
if and let me tell you something. If Sammy was strategic, he would have let him. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Get him back in jail, please.
Please. Because I
Because
don't
let's keep
care.
it real. He's a liability.
Okay. In my life. Okay. He brings nothing but trouble.
Okay, but that's his brother. I guess he feel he shouldn't be in the hoose cow.
Yeah. And so then we get Lulu. Lou approaches Nadia.
Hmm.
She tells her, "Oh, you want to drink?" And Nadia's like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't drink." And she says, "Oh, well, you're not going to have too much fun then." And then Lulu,
Trying to be so nice to her. I can't
uh,
stand it.
right, but not trying hardly at all, because then she says, "Well, it seems like you've already passed judgment on us. Who are you to pass judgment on us?" And then
And
Nadia calls
how hypocritical is
hypocrite
it
the
for her to say that past
epitome
judgment? Ooh, I was about to say
epitome
the
of
B word.
hypocritical. Okay.
Girl, I walk into school and you acted. Okay, go ahead.
You already think I think that I'm higher than when that's who you are 24 hours a day, 100% of the time of the year, girl. That's
And,
that's who
and
you
see,
are.
this is what I try to tell people. The reason why they're accusing you of things like that don't even make sense to your thought process because that's how they think. That's
Exactly.
why.
Of themselves. And that's who they are on
or
the
that's how they
inside.
would think of the situation if they were you. So they just put in their thought process on you as if that's how you think. Watch
Reverse
the people you're
psychology bullshit.
around.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
that's
what
what
that
that
is.
is. That's what that is.
Nadia calls Lou a racist after Lou mentions her,
Solid.
her job.
Solid.
Okay, noted. Okay.
Okay.
So then Marina asks Sammy to dance. And so they go and do a little bit of dancing or whatever the case might be. And then Ander throws up on Lou. Were you satisfied by that happening? Were you happy to see that
Well,
Lou
you
was
know,
thrown up on?
throw up got to go somewhere.
Yes. And why not? Why
Why
not
not?
be all over Lou's pretty skirt
With the
or
rest of the garbage.
skirt? Okay. Yes. And so it's obvious that Lou hates Nadia, and she wants Guzman to have sex with Nadia so that they can use it against her, tell the whole school, oh, she ain't no Muslim. She ain't about this religious life. She's a hoe just like everybody else. What do you think of this plan that Lou wants to try to enact on Nadia to get under Nadia's skin?
Lou is stupider than I thought.
Why you say that?
What? Not everybody is you. Once again, she's putting herself and her thought process on other people. Not everybody's like you. Not everybody trying to get some. And it's like, if anything, it's a far stretch. Maybe she might like her, but she like him, but she ain't gonna go all the way with him. Let's keep it funky. The only reason why she took off her hijab is because she was about to get kicked out of school.
Exactly. She
And it
needs
was
her education.
didn't we realize that it was her that made the complaint? That Lou made the complaint about this?
Hmm.
So yeah, nah, you mm-mm. She's stupid.
Yeah. So
You know what?
then we get our I was going to say our favorite couple. At this point, they are
Hmm.
our favorite couple, Carla and Polo. They're sitting on the couch. They're laying down on the couch and they're looking outside at the party and they see Christian. And they say that tonight might be the right night to do it. At this moment, what do you think they mean by do it?
Just like what anybody would think they mean by do it. Have sex.
And in what way? In what form?
Jonathan, it just we just take it as it is. They having sex.
What, two on one? I mean,
Jonathan.
I
Now I okay. When I was thinking about it, I can say I consider like is it no. When they were sitting down talking about it, I just thought they were talking about them too. But I was like, why is he ogling him while she's looking at him? But it doesn't seem like he cares that she's looking at him.
right.
That's the only thing. But I just thought they were talking about having sex together.
And a threesome. That's what you were thinking.
No, just them two.
Who to?
King Jesus. Carla and Polo.
Carla and Polo with Christian?
I said Carla and Polo. That-
Carla and Polo are the couple. So are
That's
you
what
talking
I
about?
thought. I thought they were talking in a relationship. I didn't think she was. These are high schoolers. I'm not thinking about them trying to do all this extra stuff.
So you think that she said tonight might be the right night for them to do it amongst each other?
Yeah, because they're in a relationship
Oh,
like regular
okay.
people.
Okay. So you weren't adding Christian into the mix. See, that's what I was trying to get
Why
to.
would I?
I don't know. Because
Let me ask you. Did you? What were you
yes,
thinking?
I was thinking that she wanted some of Christian. Now I don't think that I realized that Polo was looking at Christian the way that he was until maybe about the second or third watch. But I was
Oh,
thinking
paying no
that
attention.
Carla's interested in Christian. She clearly wants it because she called him hot
Clearly,
earlier in
now
the
that I do
episode.
know.
Yeah, she called
Yeah.
him hot earlier in the episode. So I know she's interested in him. So I thought that she would at least want to do something with him. I just didn't know how Polo would be integrated into this whole scenario.
Well,
That
don't
was
tell
my thoughts.
everybody.
So Guzman's dad approaches Sammy again with the video and asks him to take a picture with him um, and his friends for them to take a picture all together so that they can, have a media moment or whatever the case might be. So then we see Carla. She approaches Christian. Carla approaches Christian. We don't know exactly where that's going to lead to, not yet, at least.
Well,
Um,
before that, did you see how Marina reacted when Sammy said he's gonna do it?
Yeah, because because Marina wanted to know why her dad was talking to Sammy. So Sammy says, "Oh, your dad wants us to take a picture," and she's like, "Well, you don't have to do it. I mean," but Sammy was like, "Well, I mean, we can go ahead and do it," but she doesn't know that Sammy and his brother vandalized
The
her
stipulation.
house, so he doesn't know. So she doesn't know why Sammy is going to agree to taking this picture. He doesn't know he's been being blackmailed. And so then Marina says, "Well, I thought you were different." So she was disappointed
I think
at
she
the
just
fact that
wants him to be like, revolutionary or something like that.
she wants him to be against fight the power, okay, a Black
Yeah,
Panther of
but
sorts in a
it's
way.
like he's at your school. How are you gonna fight the power over that? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so the kids are taking the picture. Christian was approached by Carl a little bit earlier, so he's like, "Can we wrap this up a little bit? We people got things to do. We
Yeah,
ain't
because
got no
she
time."
did whisper in his ear.
She did whisper in his ear, so he's like, "Can we wrap this up? Because I got things to get to or whatever the case
People
may
to
be." So
do.
okay, I got Carla to do, honey. Okay, so Carla is in this room, and Christian walks into the room, and needless to say, they get down where they get down. They get down to the relating. Okay,
Relating.
um,
And they
and
showed
so
boob. And I said, this is European, I guess.
yeah, yeah. And so they're doing what they're doing, and then we also see in the back corner, Polo is down the hallway, and he's actually looking at what's going on in the bedroom between Christian and Carla.
And I said, y'all weird.
He seems like a voyeur in this way. He seems like he's one who kind of gets off on seeing
But it
his
seems
partner being pile
like
drived by someone else.
after first of all, these are high schools. I don't even know why you have these kind of
Scenes,
scene not just scenes, but so a high school is doing this.
scenarios.
Yeah, like so that's what high schools are doing. And or why do we need to see it? And also on top of that, it's like I don't know how she feels about that because it just doesn't look like she
Because
is
she
with
looked
it
like she
like
was
that.
being pleased. Like she looked
But
like
no,
she was
she
enjoying it.
enjoyed the relations, but like afterwards, he over there taking her to the car is like, mm-hmm. Like it just didn't seem like because he was just kept. I love you more. It's like I wonder if he's having her to do that. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
It,
look at your eyes because you like the is was the thought process coming in? Go to the next thing, Jonathan. I'm not gonna look at you.
okay. Yes. So then Ander gets a message on this hookup app asking him to go meet. So he's found a suitor on this new app thing or whatever
Hmm.
the case may be. So Guzman gets upset with Marina for befriending the new kids, and he doesn't want her to get hurt again. And their parents are also in the room as well. It seems like they're in their
Like a
kitchen
kitchen or
or
something like
dining room
that.
or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. And Marina gets really, really upset. She's like, "There's nothing wrong with these kids. I want to hang out with them because they're cool." And Guzman is saying, "But you did this before and you got hurt." And so then Marina comes out and says, "Well, why can't you all just say it? Just say it. I'm HIV positive." What was your reaction to this reveal of Marina being HIV positive and the way that she contracted the virus, and the fact that Guzman thinks that she was taken advantage of in a way?
I felt sorry for her because it seems like the way that they looked at it was that it's a mental thing and there's something wrong with her. Like having, like, I just thought it was just so weird that they have her going to what's it called, therapy and stuff like that because of
Hmm.
that, and like she's some kind of fragile something or somebody, and they can't even say that's what happened. And I think what's even worse is like they look at not just the fact that the person that she contracted HIV from this person, but as if the reason why this person had HIV is because they were of like a lower class.
Right.
It was so
That's what
much
they do.
wrong
Yes.
in that. Like this level of racism, classism, um I could not get with at all.
It's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable.
Rather,
When I first initially started watching this last year, I got 30 maybe 30 minutes into the episode, and the racism and classism was just too much for me to handle. And I put it down. I put it down for like maybe 3 or 4 months, but then I gave it a try again, and I was able to get through the entire season. But you
the
know,
only thing that has kept me on this first episode was Nadia,
mm,
because I need somebody to stand. I need somebody to stand for something. Yeah.
yeah,
I
Christian's actually my favorite character on the show.
Oh, it's
I
Nadia for me, girl power.
I love him. So then
Oh, and I
let's
was concerned that I ain't seen no African Americans. Well, of course there wouldn't be no African Americans in Spain,
right,
but but as I scroll down this long list
cast
of
members.
cast members, something tells me as the seasons go by, we're gonna get some drops of chocolate, so we're gonna be all right.
Yes, we shall. So then, as Jennifer mentioned a little bit before, Carla's getting into her ride. Her looks like a limo, to be honest. I don't think it is a limo,
Hmm.
but she's getting into her car service. And Polo's asking her if she regrets what she did that night, and she says no. And he tells her over and over and over and over again, as Jennifer said, that he loves her. Um, so again,
Mm-mm.
I know that you're a little bit confused as far as what their situation is going on. So we'll just have to.
Confused. I can't say I'm confused. They just haven't told us everything yet. There's something missing. Once again, for her to, it's like they've been in a relationship since they were like in middle school, right?
Hmm.
I find that as the first, strike. Second strike, her having hot relations with somebody else while he looks. Okay. And then afterwards, he felt the need to just love bomb her. Uh, there's something not right. Those are three red flags, child.
Hmm.
Yes. When you come over here, I'm gonna need about three to four red flags
Yeah, of
from
course,
you.
I got you.
But yes, that's three red flags for me. So yeah, no, I don't like it.
Gotcha. So then Nano comes to pick up Sammy because Sammy actually texted Nano to come pick him up a little bit earlier. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nano comes and Guzman says, "How dare you criminals come up into my house and want to run up in this thing like you own the place. Like, how dare you?" And Nano cusses Guzman the F out. And then they get into a little bit of a squabble and Nano jabs him right in the face. And good for you. Um, so
Yeah,
then,
I would have to say Caston did their thing with Guzman.
why say that?
He got the look.
He
He got
does.
the a-hole nepotism
Preppy,
baby
yes,
preppy whole look going on.
right. And his acting is really good as well. Like
Yeah,
you believe him as who he's supposed to be.
to be honest, I wonder if his acting. That's how good he is.
Okay. So then we have Guzman walks off, and he's really upset that this scoundrel came up and punched him in the face like he wasn't asking for it. Um, and so now Guzman knows that Nano and Sammy came to vandalize his father's house. And
Mhm.
so he's like, you're never coming back to the school. I'm gonna turn you in. And then Nadia walks up and says, well, if you want to tell on Sammy and his brother, I guess I could just let the school officials know that you and your woman were, dipping and doing it up in the shower. How about that? And then Guzman goes up to Nadia and he apologizes to her, and he Guzman ask her to stay at the party, and she says no. And she then walks away, exits stage left. What did you think of that sequence, and the fact that Nadia uses the power that she has to make sure that Sammy gets to stay in school?
Yeah, I'm very happy about that because I don't think I would have been able to continue to watch if they just kept getting beat down. It's like, what's the point? What is the point?
And that's the good thing about this show. Although there are bullies in this show, um, oh, well, I don't want to say that, but there's a lot of back and forth, I will say, between the protagonist and the bully. So it's more
Yeah,
of a back and forth. There's not a one-sided fight here that's going on. So
yeah,
both parties have upper hands from time to time, and so that's what I enjoy about this
it's
show.
good.
So then we have Ander. He meets with his hookup guy. He goes down to the same meeting at the same place where he picked up these drugs. Now, go ahead, Jennifer.
Before you say that, all I gotta say when I saw this, I said, I know it. And then go ahead. Go ahead.
So he goes down, walks down these stairs, and he sees someone sitting on a couch. It looks like, and it's Nadia's brother. What's his name again? I keep asking you his name.
Omar.
Omar. He sees Omar, and I don't think he saw Omar's face on the picture. I think he just got a picture
There was no
Omar's
picture of his face. It was just
of
his
Omar's chest.
body.
Yeah. So, and that's typically what happens on those dating apps. Just so you know, a lot of these
Now, I
dudes don't.
was a little concerned about Ander and the pictures that he was taking of his chest and stuff. It's like, if you want to remain,
Anonymous.
yeah, cover up your tattoos, baby.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
calling card.
But yeah, so we find out that it's Omar. And as soon as Omar sees Ander, Omar
He turned right around. I said, oh,
runs away. Do you are you thinking that you might be able to get into this to this situation between Ander and Omar, whatever might be happening?
I see this is a high quality situation. When I say a high
High
quality
quality.
situation, I say they had money for this here this show. So I do believe it's going to be a good one. And shoot, it lasted for 7 years. It lasted for 7 seasons. So it looks like it's gonna it ended in 2024.
Hmm. Okay.
I said I guess the last season's coming out soon, I guess.
Must be.
Yeah, but I let's see, but there's two whole seasons. Wait. No? Okay. Anywho, I do believe that this is going to be all right. We're gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. We shall see how things go.
Cool. Then we see Marina. She goes to Sammy's house, and Nano answers the door. He's ironing Sammy's school clothes, and he answers the door shirtless. He ain't got no shirt on, and Marina
Hmm.
notices Nano, and
And I said, Lord, no, no, no. Ugh.
you saw from a mile away, child.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I said, Jesus, no.
No, Lord, no, don't step into the
Here we
abyss,
go.
girl. Turn around,
Stay
walk
out the
out.
light, Caroline.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
so she claims that Guzman is not going to tell. She wants to tell Sammy that Guzman's not going to tell that he vandalized his house. And she asked Nano if he and Sammy vandalized their house, and he was like, "Yeah, we did it." And so
So
what?
did.
And she says that she
And
wishes.
she liked that.
Yes, she
Mm.
says, "Ooh, I wish that y'all had finished." Okay,
Okay. And then next, beat my dad's behind.
okay, take him out. So Nano seems to be kind of interested in Marina, and Marina seems to be interested in Nano just the same. And
Hmm.
then we see Sammy coming back to school, and he sees Marina at school. And they meet in the hallway. They're looking eye to eye, all gazingly. Okay. Then we get a flashback to well, not a flashback, really a flash forward to the
Yeah.
crime scene. And Sammy is looking down at this person who has been killed, or who is no longer alive. And we see the body. And did you notice who it was?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not surprised.
We see that the murder victim is Marina. Marina is the one who has passed away, gone on to glory. She's no longer with us. Um, so How would you rate this first episode? And how interested are you to getting to know how these different storylines are going to get fleshed out?
Um, compared to the others, I think this is more of the more top tier in the higher echelon of stories because it looks like it's a lot more. Um,
Yes.
and it doesn't seem as trivial. When I say trivial, like trivial teenage stuff, it doesn't look.
Like Young Royals.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as trivial as the issues could be. We're
The
dealing with a lot
storyline's a
of.
little more grown in this one.
Yeah,
It's a
because
little more grown up.
they act a little grown for my taste, but maybe this is just going to be, interesting. But I do want to see how things happen with, the classism going on and racism. Let's just see how things turn out.
True that, true that. All right, y'all. So that was all for Elite Season 1, Episode 1. Please make sure to join us next week, when we will be reviewing Episode 2. You guys can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is
Yeah.
williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. I do have my own YouTube channel. It is JoJo Speaks. So find me on YouTube. My YouTube channel, again, name is JoJo Speaks. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary. Coming soon, Jennifer and I will be reviewing All the Queen's Men on my channel. So that will be coming soon. Announcement for that first episode will be coming up shortly. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, and of course, just go ahead and follow us here. Excuse me. It's really cold outside. Follow the Light of the Leo not only on YouTube but also Twitter. Not Twitter, Jesus. Not but TikTok and Instagram. TikTok, Instagram, and here at YouTube. Go ahead and please subscribe to see more of these great, what do you call them? Spoiler reviews.
TV show reviews, I guess. I don't know. TV series reviews, whatever. You know what it
Great.
is.
We did it. Y'all have a good day and we'll see you again.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.